do this. Okay. All green there. Alright. Get everything synced up before we start this. Okay. Within a couple of minutes, fingers crossed, the servers will come up. Blizzard said they were bringing the servers up at 4 p.m. Of course, that's what my email said. I just checked and I don't have a new one, so as far as I know, we're still on schedule for 4 p.m. Okay, all the little alerts should have gone out. Now we're just waiting for Blizzard. Okay, let's find out. Launching the game to see if the servers are up. Okay. Well, good news is servers are up. Alright, let me switch over so you guys can actually see what I'm seeing. Alright. So, servers are up. Login servers are full. Less than a minute to go. Welcome. I got like a minute before we actually can get in the door. I'm sticking my foot in. I'm 373rd in line. Hey, queue's dropping quickly though, thank goodness. Alright, we're going to start the stress test off in the human starter zone with a human paladin. And then we'll hit all the other starter zones. We're going to be doing all 8 starter zones. There's only one realm. There's not a list there, buddy. It's a PvP server. If I get an error, it's going to be hilarious of how many people went through the queue and get poof, an error. Yeah, man. Had 2 minutes. You said you'd be up at 4. Send me an email, tell me to be all ready to do this at 4, and I'm like, okay. And yeah, I'm gonna. How many people? Okay, let me switch over to the splash screen because I gotta redo all this crap. Give me a second, folks. I tell you, they said it'd be 4, and you guys saw the countdown on the splash screen there. So it's not like. Okay, now we're doing this again. I'll let you guys see what I see. It's a new splash screen. while ago it came up and said, the servers weren't up. While we're doing this, I'm going to do a chat test real quick. Make sure chat is working across all the platforms. Yep, okay. Alright, that's good. Just want to make sure of that. Now we have to sit here and wait for the cue to count down again. See, this is what Blizzard's actually trying to test today, is can their system handle this? Because they're trying to get all of us to be doing our login, making new characters and stuff in the next 2 hours. So they can see how hard their servers are hit, to see if what they're going to have to do to make their servers stable. In the next 2 hours, I'm going to be actually checking to make sure my system is going to be stable to handle all the load it's going to be under in the starter zone. Because you'll see in a minute, there's going to be like shoulder to shoulder people in these starter zones, which is going to create a serious lag on most computers. And I got to figure out exactly what, if any, will be happening on mine. I currently have my settings at the level 7, not level 10 like I normally have them for this initial phase, to make sure, because if I do have a bad performance at 7, I'm not going back up to 10, obviously. So come on, only one realm, it's only one. There can't be only one. I watched all the movies, watched the series. I know there can only be one. Are we gonna get that damn thing about, I'm sorry, but the server is offline? I checked my email, and from what the countdown a while ago. Woo! Alright, give me a second here. Can I shoot them? I'm gonna shoot them. Alright. Let's launch it again. Did I mention this was a stress test? Anybody feel stressed out? Okay, the number's not dropping. Quick, what happened in 1685? Oh. That was a hell of a drop. All right, here we go again. So close. So close. We're 9 minutes past the hour, so... Well, I guess this is a good time of day to tell you that when I actually do get in here, when I create the characters, they're going to be random characters. They're just going to be like randomized. Just, oh, there we go. Here we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, that was funny, Blizzard. Okay, here we go. We were so close. So close. Oh, I had high hopes. Okay. All right, here we are again. Oh, that was so close. Well, as I was gonna say, when I make characters, they'll be like random. I'll just tell them to randomize everything, and then I'll randomize the name, and boom, we'll go. But I will let it play through the intro video and little thing for every starter zone, because that to me is part of the stress testing on my side and on their side. If I skip it, you know, I'm not gonna know whether or not it should be. There should not be a problem with that. There should be like literally that little intro vid should be there. I hope. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to get in, and so. One minute. See, this is something that they're gonna need to be like working on. As on launch day, everybody's going to be chomping at the bit trying to get in. I think that's why they're letting people do the placeholder thing for their names and stuff. So you can freaking, like, early, so that you can actually, like, you won't be, like, trying to rush in there because you want to get a particular nick. And so that way they feel like everybody will be a little bit more relaxed, because they'll have their nicks saved and be like, oh, when I get in, you know. Then there's going to be those people who's going to want to go from 0 to 60 as fast as possible. And they're going to have, like, their friends all stacked up and everything, and it's going to be like, they're all going to be like, are you in? Are you in? I mean, it'll be a little nuts. And those will also be the people that will complain about running out of content, because they went from 0 to 60 so damn fast that they just didn't even read the quest. They just like, phew. It's what? Okay. I'm not sure what the whole locked means. That makes no. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a population say locked unless they're trying to say it's reached its maximum. That's my only guess, is that they're trying to say that. But how could the server be reached its maximum when they're the ones that sent us, all of us, gave us all the access to it? So I'm confused. They literally said they were going to have just one server, the PvP server, and all this stuff to test us on. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Unless they lock the server to work on a server issue at the right now. Yeah, I think that's what they've done. And we can't get into the server as of this moment. Give me a second, I'll reset up the queue again. But that's my best guess. Is that they ran into a server issue and they're resetting the server. Okay. Now we have a 5-minute wait. This is interesting. I'm already almost at 20 minutes. By the time I get into the server, actually into the server, I may have been, it might have been like a half hour of me just sitting here talking to myself. Well, this is so interesting. I just don't know what to say. But this is what this is about today. This is supposed to be why we're doing this, so they will be able to figure out where was their ducks in a row. And I'm looking at almost 20 minutes past the hour, and I would have to say if this was launch day, there would be a lot of upset people, because they'd be like sitting here doing what I'm doing, going, what the hell? So hopefully they've got it, they're getting some good data from this, and so they can figure out what they need to do. Well, we're creeping up on it, slowly but surely. And the funny thing is that when you think about it, they knew how many people potentially could like try to log in at 4 o'clock because they know how many they gave access to. And we're here now at 4:20. We still haven't got in. So make sure we really hope that they get a lot of good data from this, because well, isn't that a pretty splash screen? Oi! Okay, here we go again. Alright, yeah. We're doing this stress test today, and so we're trying to get into the server. And so what is happening is that we were supposed to be up at 4, and Blizzard is having a little issue, which is why we're doing the test. Okay, there we go. Back on this. Well, crazy how it's going to be like I said. I think it's going to be about 4:30 before we actually get access to the server. I hope. There's some problems. Boy, it's a good thing this is not stressful. Copyright 2004 to 2019. Crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Okay. So will this be the one time that we get in, or will it? Yay. Fingers crossed. By now, I think somebody probably at Blizzard's pulling their hair out, going, yeah, because something definitely ain't going the way Blizzard wanted it to go today. That's for darn sure. All right, we'll try again. They are issuing no updates on the app, so they're not updating our software. So our software is still on the same build. So whatever issue is going on is definitely on their side. Man, right now somebody at Blizzard is looking at somebody going, boy, I'm glad we're doing this months ahead of time, because good lord, this ain't working. And we're just having trouble getting into the actual server so you can like create a character. We haven't even got past that point. And the real stress and load on their servers starts once people make characters and log into the starting zones and everything. This part should be pretty much easy. This should have been like a no-brainer. But for whatever reason, and we've all seen this happen in the past with with WoW. You'll go to log in and you get this kind of stuff happening, and then they'll finally tell you, well, yes, we know there's a login issue and we're working on it. But not exactly the kind of thing you want to happen when you're trying to do this kind of a test. Especially when you put it in a window that you're doing a test from 4 to 6. And I've already burned up a half hour, and I haven't even gotten into the, as far as the create a character part. So I would have to guess it's one of those issues that they occasionally run into with their servers, you know, where you can't log in for whatever reason. Hey, welcome to the stream. Yes, we're all sitting around looking at a splash screen, waiting for, trying to get to the create a character screen. So, if you're popping in here from somebody else's stream to see if it's happening to everybody, I believe it probably is. So, like I said, I think this is one of those issues that Blizzard runs into occasionally with WoW, where you can't log into you can't get into the create a character screen or your character screen. I don't think this has anything to do with the actual servers themselves. I think this is, if you know what I mean, there's you, thing in the middle. It's actually, what this is it's going to be World of Warcraft, the vanilla, the classic. It's not going to be like it's not going to be an add-on to what we're currently playing. This is going all the way back to basically 2004, and they're bringing that back. And today we're going to be testing it once we all get in. The load on the servers in the starter zones to make sure their servers can handle everybody being in the starter zone and everything. And this way we also get to test our systems to make sure we can handle the load of everybody being there. Because if you've ever done like a 40-man raid in WoW Classic, it's a lot of shit going on. A lot of shit your system has to process. Yeah, well then, this is going all the way back to the beginning. We're starting, this is completely separate from what we're currently playing. And you get to go back to where the Alliance only has Paladins and the Horde only have Shamans. You're going all the way back there. So today we're just, hopefully once we get in, we're going to be testing the starter zone stress to see if their servers can handle everybody and their dog trying to do it. Okay, yes, you 2B at okay. Hang on, let me reset this again. Give me a second here. Put up the splash screen while I restart everything. Okay. Alright. Well, we're still on the same build. Alright, come on. So yeah, I have a feeling that once we ever get into the okay, there we go, we're back to the splash screen. Okay, I have a feeling that the Night Elves and the Taurens are going to be one of the laggiest zones, starter zones, because of them being the only druids you can have in the game. Your paladins are going to be your humans, and your dwarves, your shamans are your trolls and orcs. Okay, there you go. Alright, well, see, if you started playing at the very beginning of WoW, that's what this is going to be. It's whenever it comes out in August, it's going to be that again. And what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to build up a community so that when this goes live in August, we'll all have a bunch of people to play with. Because if you played Classic, then you know what I'm talking about. I was really dependent upon you having people to play with. A lot of times there's just those things you could not solo. You just couldn't. It was impossible to do it. It wasn't designed for it. So that's kind of where I want to try to build a community. It's PC only, right? They're going to keep WoW on PC only. And that's what another thing this is going to tell me today too, is exactly how much stress is going to be put on my system in the starter zones so people can judge themselves, you know. Pardon me. Estimated less than a minute. Yay! You said that 36 minutes ago. Alright, come on. You can do it this time. I believe in you. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, I'm trying to... Come on, got my fingers crossed here. That's okay. I mean, hey, if you want to, you can just do the follow thing. That way you can... Because I normally stream WoW every night at 6 on a multi-platform stream. So, I'm just doing it early tonight because Blizzard sent me the email and said, we need you to do this early because we're doing the stress test at 4. So I had to come on early so I can mess around with their stress test. It's a good thing it's not very stressing, right? Alright. It's the PC. It's the PC only. I've actually wished, like, you cannot believe how badly I have wished for them to like put this on like a console platform. I would love it if they would do that. It would be like the greatest thing since sliced bread if they could do that, because I would just have fun. I think it would be really nice to be able to have it on a console platform. It also would let me use my controller with my PC, but but apparently, I guess it's too complicated for. See, that's what I mean. I think a lot of people would play it if they could port it to the consoles, but I'm thinking it's probably so complex that they can't do it. And that's just my best guess. Or maybe it's just they're like, we don't want to and we're not going to. Could be that. they are Blizzard, you know. Blizzard can do that, you know. I mean, which is fine. I mean, I'll play it on the PC. Like I said, I stream it every night at 6, you know, Pacific, you know, and so I just came on early today because they sent me an email yesterday saying, we need you to be on early tomorrow, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so I'm early, Blizzard, and you guys are holding me up. I've been sitting here for 40 minutes playing around with your splash screen. I like it. It's really lovely. But I'm pretty sure everybody else would like to see me create a character and go into a starter zone. Come on. The stress test is supposed to be on your system, not on the players. I mean, 40 minutes? Come on, guys. What the hell is happening here? I mean, I gotta ask. I mean, seriously, it's been 40 minutes plus since we were supposed to be making a character and going into the starter zone. So what's going on? Yeah, I know. It's literally, that's what I mean. It's one of those things where it doesn't make any sense because they know exactly how many people could potentially log in, be playing, because they're the ones that told us, okay, here, do this, you know, hello, you invited us, you know, and so the fact that we can't get in is a little aggravating, to be honest. It's like somebody inviting you to dinner. You get there at the time they say dinner's going to be ready. You sit down. Okay. Oh, it's going to be another 2 hours before we have the food ready. What? Dude, what the? Wait, what? Like, hello? Yeah, I know. I mean, that's simply the way, I mean, everybody's going to feel is because, I mean, you said, hey, 4 o'clock, we're turning the servers on. We want you all to be in there between 4 and 6 so we can stress test the servers. We're like, okay, we'll do it. And I've been sitting in a freaking splash screen for over 40 minutes. So, was it a knock-knock joke and I have to guess who's there? You know, the funny thing is I actually did get to the realm list one time, clicked on it, and then it disconnected me from the server. Then I got to it another time, and it went, the population is locked, which confused the crap out of me because I was like, what do you mean it's locked? Oh, I loved doing the beta testing. I actually do. I love beta testing. I do beta testing for Blizzard. On WoW, I do EA's beta testing whenever they let me have access. I even do some alpha testing for some of the EA games occasionally. You know, I like that. I really do. I enjoy it because I'm a nitpicker. I'll go through and actually pick and, you know, pick through the game and find the things that are, like, crazily wrong and then bring them and let them know about them. I mean, a lot of people when they test, they don't, you know, like pick the meat off the bones, so to speak. But that's me. I'm like a vulture. I'll pick the meat off the bones. I'll be like, hey guys, why is it not working? What were you trying to do with that? You know, and things like that. I think that's why a lot of these guys like for me to do it, because I really do nitpick. I really do. I mean, like. I literally will, like, and I don't pull punches. I will literally tell them, what, are you freaking crazy? It's like currently in Battle for Azeroth. their PvP balance is completely fucking screwed. It is totally screwed up. And I've said it in every one of my streams that Blizzard, you need to figure this out. It's broken. You know, and so I don't pull punches for anybody. I mean, you ask me to test it, I'm going to tell you. If it's broke, it's broke. If it sucks, it sucks. I don't care who you are. You don't want me to tell you, don't ask me to test it. And currently, this is broke. Like, majorly broke. There should be no reason that anybody that you invited to this would have had to sit this long to get in through the door. I mean, people stand in line to get into nightclubs for lesser times than we have trying to get into this. In the rain, even. I've seen it. I think my first beta test for WoW was Warlords of Draenor? I think it was. First one I did for them. And that was a really good expansion as far as the characters, the way the characters, their DPS, and how they literally made it so that you could call in reinforcements. In every zone you had this ability to call in a reinforcement to help you out on certain things that you might not be able to accomplish on your own, which was really, really good mechanic. I like that. So I mean, if you had to like take out an elite and you're like, I can do this by myself, and you start fighting them and you're like, I can't do this by myself. You could call in your reinforcements to try to save your ass. That was really nice. Yeah, I love Burning Crusade. I found all the zones in Burning Crusade absolutely. Honestly, this is probably gonna sound very crazy to say, but what most thing I loved about Burning Crusade was just you log in at night, because how the servers would change to the time, your time. In other words, if it was night where you're at, it's night on the server, and you could look up and look at the sky in Burning Crusade. It was just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it was just one of those breathtaking sights to look at. Okay, let's try this again. It was really, they outdid themselves with the how picturesque. That's what the words I want to use. That it turned out to be. And I think it was funny because I actually started playing WoW towards the end of Burning Crusade, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, that's what I was looking to say. And so, whenever I first started playing WoW, the guy that got me into it, he was so mad because he had played WoW since like day one, right? And he went through Molten Core and all these places, and he had his rogue like super geared and all out in purple. And when he went to Burning Crusade, he stepped through the portal, killed a boar, and it dropped a green item that was better than his purple that he had worked so hard to get. It was just so funny how he played that. He was so pissed. It was like, I worked my ass off for that stuff, and then I kill a boar and I get a piece of green that's better. I just thought that was quite hilarious. That was a lot of people like that. They just... Yeah, but I mean, it made sense. I mean, those mobs, when you went through the dark portal, those mobs hit like a Mack truck. I mean, no matter how geared you were, you felt it. You didn't, it wasn't one of those where you... Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of how it's going to be when we go in here, when we finally get into Classic. These mobs aren't going to pull any punches. You're going to have to use your head. You're going to have to look around and make sure if you're going to pull that mob that you're not going to pull all his buddies. Because if you do, you're going to get your ass killed. Because Classic was a big time. A lot of people got nuked in Classic because of the fact that they would overpull. And, you know, and so, yeah. And yes, welcome to the streams for those of you just joining. I am still in queue. Yes, and I know I've been sitting here for about almost an hour now in queue, but it's a stress test. That's kind of how it goes. You know, you have to, eventually we will get into the actual create a character screen sometime. There's not no worry. The servers will be up until tomorrow at 6 p.m. So no matter how long it takes, we will eventually get there. Just let you know. For those of you that don't know that. See, I know that because they told me. The servers will not shut down until 6 p.m. tomorrow. So they just wanted to do their stress test between 4 and 6. But, you know, well, see, that's the thing about Classic. See, I got thinking about Classic, and I got thinking about okay, this is what I'm saying. It says it's locked, and I have no idea what. Okay, well, screw you, poo. I tell you, well, that was rude. Look, it's locked. Click on it. You're out of here. Okay, let's try this again, folks. As I was saying, that's the thing. About Classic, you need every coin you can make in Classic, so you have to freaking seriously like sell everything that you get your hands on, because you have to spend gold on everything. I mean, so it's literally, that's another reason why I want to kind of build up a community, is because I want to make sure that people are going to actually, I'll be able to get the groups together I need to get together, and we'll actually be able to get groups together where we actually work together, and we don't have people trying to, like, you know, need on things that they don't need on in the role, because they want to sell it because they need the gold. Now, technically, I guess that is. I guess that. Well, when you look at it that way, I mean, but you know what I mean. You don't need it for your character. You need it for gold, and everybody wants to. If they need it for their character, you kind of want that person to get it. Come on, this is ridiculous. You know, what's funny is I can't be the only person running into this problem, because every time I restart it, it's a huge queue. Okay, I'm gonna almost guess that what they have done is they have reached the limit of people they want on the server, and they've locked it so nobody else can join it. So unless somebody leaves, you can't get into the server. My best guess is what's happening with this is that you're not going to get in because they have reached the number of people they want in there. In other words, if you didn't get in, then you are, even though you were invited to do this, you can't do this. Okay. That's new. Realm is full. Now I'm curious as exactly what the ideal here is. We'll play this out. But I wouldn't be too surprised that when I get down to like position 1 and boop, I'm supposed to go into the server, that I won't get in. Because if the realm is full, where are all these people going that's in the queue ahead of me? You get where I'm going here? You can't have a full realm and then add over 2,000 more people to it. Full is full. It's like saying the parking lot is full. Oh, but we can park 2,000 more cars in here. It doesn't work that way. Unless they're going to be like, unless they're flushing the server every few minutes to let people, you know, everybody get a chance to run through it. They could be doing that. They could be doing a server flush every few minutes to see, you know, so that everybody gets a chance. So they kick everybody from the server and then let everybody like me hop in there for a few minutes, and then they maybe that's what it is. Maybe like every hour they're gonna flush the server. That's I'm spitballing at this point because I don't have a clue. Because I mean, that's my guess. I mean, I've seen that back in when I used to play Battlefield. I've seen admins do things like that. WoW had just tweeted out that the stress test has started, which is funny because it was supposed to start an hour ago. So I mean, I'm thinking that's what they're doing. I'm thinking they're doing like they used to do back in Battlefield, like 2 and stuff. You know, those people that ran their own servers, you know, they could flush the server. They could like kick everybody from the server real quick, restart the server, and then boom, let everybody rejoin. So that's what I'm guessing is happening. That's what I'm hoping is happening. Because I'm hoping I'm not sitting here watching a countdown that's gonna. I can't change realms, cat. Look, there's only one realm. So I'm thinking the reason what they're doing is they're doing a server flush. In like a minute, they're gonna let everybody in that hadn't had a chance or something. they may have a prioritization system set up so as that it remembers who was in, and so then they flush the server, then let the whole new batch in for like an hour, and then so I might at most get an hour if I'm lucky to play on this round before I get kicked out, and that's my best guess if I even get in. As in I just said. See? Okay. Human. Alliance. Paladin. Randomize it. Okay. Alright, that's good enough for me. Randomize the name. That's good enough for me. Accept. Here we go. I clicked accept, didn't I? Good boy. I got this one. All right. Okay. Come on, people. Okay, if it times out this time, I'm just going to use my nick because I'm thinking that the server with the randomization, yeah, I think with the randomizing names, the server that everybody's getting randomization, and that might be what's causing the confliction in the servers. The server's trying to make sure that Joe didn't get that randomization when Bob was trying to get that randomization. You're not gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. They have increased spirit, which means faster mana regen, stealth detection. Oh my freaking god! Okay, well let's just take a look at this. Yeah, they have the stone form. Dodge chance. Oh, they make a good warrior then because they got good dodge. Alright. Or yeah. Undead. Troll. Sherman. Alright, let's see if we can do it this way. See what happens. We spend the next hour at this screen, gazing at the beauty of the character screen. Wow, this is ridiculously one of those, you know, kind of not sure what's going on kind of things. So what the pluck moment? There you go, that's the word I'm looking for. This is definitely a what the pluck moment. I said we would get to the screen. I said we would get to the character creation screen. And I was right. I never promised to get any further than that. Alright. Alatard. Alright, maybe we'll just try a female. Who knows? Maybe the males are taking the day off. Character creation timed out. Am I missing something? You know, you feel like you're missing that button that you're supposed to click, that you don't know that you're supposed to click. But I'm pretty sure I'm not missing that button. That's the point. Ooh, I ate that rabbit. I don't know what to say. It's quite annoying. A dwarf? Alright, let's do it. I'll do it. Look, he'll blend in with the background. They'll never see him. Now that is so cool. I mean, that is like the thing you really want. A wish for him while dead. So when you die, yeah. Don't you love it when the game kind of like gives you the that when you die you'll turn into a little wisp because you're gonna die a lot. We just want you to know this. We thought it'd be kind of cool that you would get told up front that you're gonna die a lot. If in most cases I would hit the back button and kind of like go back into the character creation, but I don't think I'll get back in here if I do that. Okay. Hey, that looks familiar. This guy does. That guy's way too happy. There we go. That's the personality I want. They're smarter. That's why you create a gnome rogue, because they have increased intellect. You have a smart rogue. They know when to vanish. I don't know what to say. I'm at my wits' end here. I'd be pulling my hair out if I had any. See, these guys make excellent hunters because damage done by pets increased. So the Beastmaster, that tells you right now you want him to be a hunter. I feel like they gave a little bit more information here on the right than they did in the original WoW, but I'm not sure. Can't remember. That brain is kind of shorted out after sitting here for over an hour trying to get... Well, actually, I stayed here for like an hour just to get this far, and so was it going to be another hour just to get it into actual creating? Mom. Okay. Okay, this absolutely makes no sense whatsoever when you read that. Underwater breathing increased. It's an undead. So let's be honest. They shouldn't have to have underwater breathing at all. Just remember, folks, if we have a zombie apocalypse, jump in the water because they'll drown too. Oi! Well, I didn't know that. I thought only orcs and trolls. I did not know that Taurens would actually do the shaman too. If you're cheated. They have higher health, herb skills, resistance to nature damage. They make a great druid. Because if you want to do bear tanking, the increased health would be a nice thing. I think for your shaman, you're actually on the horde side, you want troll. And of course, Tauren's your only choice for druid, so... I'm gonna keep clicking it. I'm gonna keep clicking it. Yeah, I'm not giving up. I am going to be persistent. Yeah, but this is the point where you go. Do you hit the back key or not? And try to relog and see if that'll work. I'm thinking, nah, I shouldn't do that. That's interesting. That is really interesting when you read this, because the orcs would make a really good Beastmaster hunter. However, this would make a actual better survival or marksman hunter. So you kind of have to think about that. Yeah, what do you mean it timed out? That message doesn't make sense to me. I mean, how did it time out? I click accept and nothing happens. I mean, I don't get it. At this point, I don't know what I should do. I'm going to do this. I know I shouldn't do it. And then create a new character. I'm going to try it again. Randomize it. And then accept. And see if that works. Well, that's a fine how you do. Okay. Try this again. You almost have to ask. I'm surprised somebody hasn't typed in it. At what point do you give up? I don't know. I kind of want to. Right now, I'm in that mindset where I feel like I've wasted almost 2 hours of everybody's time for nothing. I mean, hopefully Blizzard is getting some good data out of all this so they can resolve these issues. But on the other hand, I kind of feel like I would have liked to at least to have created one character and mucked around with it for a few minutes at least. My best guess right now is that their servers are not in any way prepared for the load they're going to have on day one. I mean, that's my best guess. Right now they had more of a response than they actually even thought they were going to have, probably, which is creating a problem, which is exactly what they wanted, because now they get to see, okay, problem was here, and yeah, that's what I giggles, because it'd be funny if it actually makes a character and I have no idea what name it gave it because I'm just doing this. Look, he's got frost resistant. They ain't gonna help him molten core. Back. I got nothing here. I'm totally at my wit's end. Alright, well that works. That's almost funny because if you take out one of the E's, what are you left with? I don't know what to do. I'm at the point right now where I'm about ready to just end the stream and say the heck with it. Because I feel like we're not going any further than this. I feel like that we were lucky to get this far, but whatever is happening is not going to let us go any further. Which is annoying, now don't get me wrong, because I feel like I wasted everybody's time that joined it, that popped in. And I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that are playing, you know, having a grand old time right now, and the fact that I can't get past this is just annoying as hell because I don't know what's causing the problem. Well, that could be the reason why right there. Look at that. The server's offline. Alright, hang on a second here. Let me reset and see if I'm just going to do something real quick. Curiosity to see if there's actually a queue. Wait, what? They ran into such an issue that they shut the server completely down. They didn't tweet anything out as far as I can tell, and I didn't get no email or anything, so hang on. Double check that I didn't get no email. Yeah, they shut the server down. Well, damn, I'll be damned. Alright, well, looks like we're done. Sorry, folks, but Blizzard called it early. Never even got to do anything. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time because I don't know what's going on. And so if nothing special, it'll be regular WoW at 6. So thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you later.